Hello everyone, it's Cinco de Mayo, and because I was looking for a Cinco de Mayo snack, I made some of my Southwestern corn cheese, which is my favorite. I've done it before lots of times, and in my freezer I had some fillets and tortillas and all kinds of seasonings and stuff, and today we're going to do a steak and Southwestern corn cheese crunch wrap, and it's going to be so good, and it's going to help us celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Let's go. We're going to make some seasoning for our steak. We're going to start with some salt and pepper and some chili powder, smoked paprika, and cumin. That doesn't want to come out either, so and that's going to give it some nice Southwestern flavor. We're going to blend these up. Our seasonings are all mixed up nicely. I have a skillet over medium heat that's been sprayed with Pam. Getting ready to, I was gonna grill these on my grill outside, but we've been having some serious showers today, which, as you might be able to see through the window, it's not raining right now, but it could be again. And I'm gonna throw away the rest of this so I don't mind putting my bloody hands back in here. Go. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Okay, and let's get over to the stove and sear these guys up. I'm just a little above medium, not quite to medium high, but a little above, because we're going to sear these and then we're going to use the steakhouse method to finish them up. So in they go. We're going to sear them up for a few minutes on this side and turn them over and sear the other side. About 3 minutes in, we're nicely seared up. We're ready to go over. And we're going to sear those for a few minutes too. And then we're going to finish them up. Okay, nicely seared on the other side now. And I have turned off the heat. And now in goes a couple tablespoons of butter. And some sprigs of cilantro from my garden. And we're gonna baste. Turn them over and repeat that process on the other side. And let our steaks rest. And because they're going to be cooked again in our crunch wrap, I hope they're nice and rare. The butter stopped. The steaks are rested. They still feel pretty soft. I could tempt them, but like I said, we gotta cook them again anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Now we're gonna assemble our crunch wraps. I'm going to slice our steaks. Let's see if I can see where the grain goes. Yeah, against the grain. Our steak is all sliced up, looking and smelling amazing, and dripping some juices. Whoa, all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna clean it up and we're gonna build our crunch wrap. Assembly is about to begin. We're gonna start our crunch wrap with a layer of the corn cheese. Corn cheese is on. And now it's time for some of our sliced steak. Okay, looks like we can get 2. Our steak is on. I didn't have any on-hand tostadas, but I do have some nice late July tortilla chips. And those will make a nice crunchy part of our crunch wrap. We'll run these around the edge. Whoop, droppy drop, and put you in the middle. And one more in the middle. Okay. Now we put down our tostada or tortilla chips. Now on comes some shredded lettuce. Ooh, I don't think we want that piece. Nope, nope. Some diced tomatoes. That should be plenty. I think the lettuce is also plenty. I don't want these pointy things sticking out too far. We have to bust them up. Okay. Tortilla chips, lettuce and tomato. A few dollops of some sour cream. We don't need much. The corn cheese is very creamy on its own. But I like me some sour cream in my chunk crunch wraps. I think that'll do. A tiny bit of fresh salsa. And there's tomatoes on here already, but and there's salsa in the corn cheese as well. So I think that will do too. We just want to give this a lot of flavor. We're going to top this off with a sprinkle of shredded cheddar. Give it a little more cheesiness and help it to stick together when it cooks. Down. And now we're going to fold up the sides. We don't want those chip corners to poke through, so you can break them as you go along. Okay, all formed up. turn it over to be seam side down. Hold together. Here's our assembled steak and Southwestern corn cheese crunch wrap. And now we're gonna cook it in the air fryer. We're gonna spray our air fryer basket with some non-stick cooking spray. And our crunch wrap is going in seam side down. Gotta hold in the seams, make sure they stay together. Tuck it in if it falls apart. Here we are in the air fryer. A little more non-stick cooking spray. And we're gonna do 350 degrees. 7 or 8. Our first round of our cooked crunch wrap is out of the air fryer. It's pretty crispy, but I gotta turn it over, see what the other side looks like. So let's do it. Because we might have to cook it just a little bit more on the other side. And we do. A little more non-stick cooking spray. Brown up that bottom part, and we're going back in. 350 for probably about another 2 minutes. The other side is now cooked. This isn't as crispy as I would like it, but these are extra crispy, so I took it out. And it wasn't 2 minutes, it was 3 minutes. Here's a close-up of our crunch wrap. It's kind of hot, so I can't do this for too long. We're gonna put it down. And we're gonna slice it and see what it looks like on the inside. Let's see how she cuts and how she comes out. That worked, sort of. Separate you two. Perfecto. Get back in there, corn cheese. Here's what our steak and Southwestern corn cheese crunch wrap looks like on the inside. And now we're gonna serve it up and give it a taste. Here's our steak and corn cheese crunch wrap, sliced up and on a pretty Mexican plate. And I would like to give it a little smear of sour cream. And a sprinkle of some fresh cilantro. And now we're gonna give it a taste. Here we are, ready to serve. Looking good, smelling good too. Thank you for joining me for my fun version of Cinco de Mayo. And these crunch wraps are gonna be so good with a margarita. But before we do that, we're gonna give it a bite. So yummy. And the cocktail will come later. So have a great one, and we'll see you again soon.